Welcome to week 30 of the Bible reading plan. My name is Case Kirtley. I get to serve on staff as our student minister. This week in the plan, you can expect to be reading Nehemiah chapter 17, as well as the first several chapters in the book of Malachi. Also have a couple of different memory verses, one in Colossians chapter 1 and then another in Psalm 51. And I want to take just a couple minutes and talk about what we see in Psalm 51, verse 17. It says this: the sacrifices of God are broken spirit. A broken and contrite heart, O God, you will not despise. And so I wanted to talk about this because I think a lot of times in our Christian life, it's really, really easy for us just to treat our kind of spiritual disciplines as just kind of a checklist and say, okay, I read my Bible, I prayed, I went to church, I served, I did all these different things. And so now, ultimately, God's happy with me because I made the time for all these things. And so God's happy with me. And while I do believe that God does rejoice in us following through in those things and being obedient to what we see in Scripture, that we're called to read His word. We're called to pray to Him. We're called to serve His people. We're called to fellowship with other believers. He's really not after just us trying to follow a checklist. But what we see here in the book of Psalms is truly what He's after is a broken spirit. The sacrificing to God, truly us sacrificing to God is us realizing we don't have it all together. And we say, God, hey, we are in desperate need of you. He says in verses 15 and 16 right before this, "O God, open my lips, and my mouth will declare your praise. For you will not delight in sacrifice, or I would give it. You will not be pleased with a burnt offering." This does mean you won't be sacrificed, or you won't be delighted in just a sacrifice. He's not just after us just doing these things that we know are morally good things, but what He's after is us kind of coming to the end of ourself, us understanding we don't have it all together. I mean, what a beautiful thing that is to realize that we don't have it all together, and that's okay. It's been really cool to see this summer we've had several students make the decision to follow Jesus. And it's been really cool to walk alongside them and to tell them, hey, you don't have to have it all together. That you don't have to have your life looking perfect when you come to meet Jesus, right? That we get to tell them, hey, all God's after is your obedience, your heart. You coming to the end of yourself and say, hey, Jesus, I want to follow you and only you. And my hope and prayer for you is that as we start this week, maybe that this Bible reading has been a grind, that maybe you've kind of turned it into just kind of finishing it day by day. Man, I pray that you would recognize and call out to God and say, hey, God, I don't want you just to have the first 5 minutes of my day. I want you to truly have my heart. I want you to understand I'm broken and I'm in desperate need of you. Church family, hope you have a great week and are so encouraged by what we read in our Bibles this week. Have a great week.